Can I make a confession, guys? I feel like I do always. I think one of the things that's brought up quite often in my streams that we joke about is like my love life, because it's fun to joke about that, because it's like in reality you could say all you want about it, but I'm like, do you really give a fuck? I'm like, no, if I did, I'd go outside, right? But like the one thing that I always talk about quite often is my own self-esteem, my self-confidence, and how I cope with it or how I deal with it. I go to therapy now to try to work on things so I can work on myself and work on just learning to love myself, because I mean, I think how I grew up made it so it was a lot more difficult for me to accept who I am. And I think because when I was in like middle school and high school, I had a lot of things that made it really difficult for me to say like, oh my God, like I'm so fucking hot, sexy, swag, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter what any single person could ever say to you. The only thing that actually matters is your own opinion towards yourself, because you are your own biggest, worstest enemy ever. And I do think that in the beginning it was really fucked. And even now when I talk about it, I'm still not great with it. But I do feel like recently, just through the subathon in general, I think just everybody yelling at me, it felt as though my friends and you guys just all yelling at me in unison kind of chipped a little bit away at my own stupidity that makes it difficult for me to see myself the way that other people do. So I feel like I'm going towards the right direction. So thank you guys for always being nice to me. I admit that it is annoying to hear quite often. I hate it too. Because whenever I watch you guys act like that towards yourself, it pisses me off too. Because all we do is make fun of ourselves. And that sucks. We shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be making fun of ourselves. And I mean, you guys can feel a certain way about me in terms of how you think I look, but at the end of the day, how I feel about myself is the most important thing. And I feel as though you guys all yapping at me and my friends all yapping at me, my family, I'm like, damn, maybe if I just yell at myself the way you do, maybe one day it'll change. And I think I'm in a little bit, it's just every day slowly inching towards that. I'm a goat. Thank you, Boink. I love you, Boink. I think it's a very long and difficult process, especially when you're in your early 20s. There's so many times you face these issues with yourself. I know I'm not alone, and despite people in the YouTube comments or something saying things like, "Oh, she's lying," blah blah blah, or "I don't understand how it's like this and that," I think I'm happy. Like, at first I was embarrassed when I would look back on the videos. I'm like, damn, why do I always talk about it? But now, I mean, I don't feel embarrassed or anything by it, because I know that there's so many other people that feel the way I do. And just because I'm a streamer, you guys are a lot more loud about it because you don't want me to feel a certain way. But I don't want you guys to feel a certain way. And I feel like if I'm very honest and outspoken about myself and saying like, I'm having a shit day, I'm having a great day, I feel like I look like shit today, I don't know, I feel as though a couple of you guys who feel negatively towards yourself will feel less alone when somebody that you look up to also has times where they feel like pure shit or they don't think highly of themselves. And I know everyone's like, damn, I don't understand how you have all this and you can't do all that.
As you said.
But I think it's actually way more common than people think. People my age now, like 18 to my age, there's so many more people that are just like me, but they just don't say anything because they're too nervous and they don't want to be judged. And at first I was the same, but now I'm not as ashamed of it. I'm just like, it is what it is. It sucks. When I bring it up, that's me trying my best to be vulnerable to try it and get better. But, I don't know. I hope me being open about it and slowly improving myself will help you guys who are also trying to do the same thing. Because I know when I looked up to people and saw them improving themselves, I wanted to do the same thing too. So I hope I'm able to inspire you guys just as much as you inspire me to be a better person. It's really easy to push it down. It really is. It's so fucking easy to push these thoughts down, but the more open and honest you are about how you feel, I think the easier it'll be to take the steps towards bettering yourself in a way that uh, is actually good, not toxic. You can always talk to the Numbas if you need to. Oh, I do. I always fucking talk to you guys. I talk to you guys more than I talk to anybody. I talk to you guys and my dad. Also in the Discord, I'm always bugging you guys. It's never good to ignore the thoughts, ever. Ever, ever, ever. Push it to the limit because we're in it to win it. I hate Gooby. Fuck that guy. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. I was thinking a lot about it last night.